Hi everyone, and welcome back to the predictions game at Game Week 21. I'm Mark, and this is AJ.
Hey, hi, welcome back, and Happy New Year to you all.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Seems like we've been absolutely, 5 weeks we've been away? It's,
Too long.
It's certainly 5 game weeks, but anyway, let's crash straight into it, and welcome back from foreign shores, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been nice to get a bit of the Mediterranean sun in Malta and come back to this wonderful weather, but it's always welcoming to see the predictions, so let's get straight into it. A lot to talk about.
Well, yeah, straight into it. You're still, you've gone on a winter break and you're still out in front, followed by me, but quite a big points deficit. But but we'll come to that in a minute, matey. Player performances for Game Week 21, which is all that you've seen the email, but we want to know about who really stood out for Game Week 21, mate.
Well, I mean, a few names come to mind. Danny.
Yeah, 110 points there. Well done.
Yeah, Adam.
125 points. Yeah, good performance there.
Yeah, myself.
Well, as always, mate, 165. Well done.
And Craig as well.
Yeah, same. 165. That was good.
Yeah, and Craig, I mean, you did quite well as well, Mark, so it's worth a shout.
Creeping up, thank you, yeah.
Lee as well.
Oh, yes. Blockbuster performance. 215 points. That was fantastic. That was four spot on 50-point predictions, so well done. That wasn't the best one, though, was it?
No, quite surprising. Yeah, Dupendra as well. Dupendra's been doing well.
Yeah, he eclipsed him by 5, I think, 220, and we'll come to Pendra later because he's got momentum with the form is getting really strong now. But we had a game week winner, didn't we?
Yeah, and you'd have thought 220 would have won it, but unfortunately not. It was won by our Daniel, 360 stonking points. Well done.
Blockbuster performance, 360 points, the highest we've ever had without a joker card. Well done, cousin. That's absolutely fantastic performance. And again, we're going to touch on this, but the hot shot game, you got that right. But as well as including that, that's 5 spot on predictions.
This is 5 spot on predictions, and also a strong contender, manager of the month.
Absolutely. But if you're getting 5 spot on predictions and you're not winning player of the week, you might as well give up. I mean, that's brilliant, but well done. That's absolutely fantastic.
It's been a high scoring week, so that's really good, and it just makes it more interesting for the game going forward.
Yeah, what else we got? We got to touch on it, the hot shot games as well.
Yeah,
what happened there?
Those are the ones which really got the people into those high point scoring games.
Yeah.
150 points were up for grabs, and they were grabbed by Daniel, Craig and Upendra. So well done, guys.
Yeah, well done, boys. 15 points also, Adam, Joe and Lee.
Yeah.
So he might only be 15 points, but 15 points better than, say, I got. So
it's crucial. At all points, much as you can accumulate makes a lot of difference towards the end of the season.
We're going to single out some player performances because it's been a while since we did a video. And we've tried to highlight some people that we probably haven't highlighted before. But we've taken a snapshot of the last 5 weeks. Game weeks, that is, and I'll start off. You've got Lee, 410 points that he's amassed, and he's doing all right,
Lee is. I mean, he's quietly going about his business, and if you look at it, he's he's keeping in with a shout, doing what he needs to be done. This makes all good reading. Danny as well is worth mentioning.
Yeah, Danny, 560 points, which is very good going in the last 5 game weeks. And I think similar to Lee with Danny, what I've noticed collating the old scores, AJ, is that those two guys are only kind of 1 goal away from actually getting a vastly improved score. Almost got a goal fest game the other week, I noticed. But it could all be so very different. But equally, they're doing very well. And anybody else?
And then there's obviously Upendra. He's been scoring consistently.
Yes,
he's been there or thereabouts in the top 5 or so, closing the gap. So well done, Upendra, and he's a veteran, so he knows the game inside out. I believe he's played the odd 4-1 games a few times as well. So
he has played.
So he's looking for those big points as well. So pundits also bear that in mind when you're putting your scores in. Look for a goal-fest game.
Pendra knows what he's doing. He scored 510 points the last 5 weeks. He's got some good traction there, so watch out for Pendra as well. So, game week 21, the winter break was finished for the Cup, and Group A came back.
Yeah, the Group A, Group of Death. And,
Group of Death.
Group of Death, as I always call it. Yours truly was still on a winter break, so, but leave it to the others. And it was an interesting game, Tom and Monil, the top 2 there.
Yeah,
low scoring, but still interesting.
Well, I think Tom pulled himself up because he previously had a a cup defeat, but he's brought himself up, and now he joins Monu at the top of Group A, both on 15 points. I mean, that is close.
And then we had Craig and Anton. Unfortunately, Anton had an abysmal week, shall we say.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're talking about delivery. Craig delivered Anton an absolute stonker, but also there was an emergency going on, and Craig's wife delivered a brand new baby girl. So well done, Craig.
Well done, mate. You delivered the goods on two fronts.
Absolutely, like a milkman. And Pendra, we just spoke about Pendra, but he absolutely smashed his way past Joe. And whilst he still remains on the bottom of the league, one result could turn this group upside down, couldn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
could really get up there.
I mean, pundits, if you look at the table, Monil's leading with 15 points and Pendra's on the bottom with 7 points. Doesn't really mean anything. Couple of wins.
Not at this stage.
Your, cut-off point is 10 points at the moment, held by Craig, and a couple of wins. You're up there. Yeah. So it makes all good reading.
I think you've summarised that really well there. It's still all to play for, to be fair.
Of course, you've got to be in it to win it.
But moving into game week 22, what have we got coming up, matey?
Well, you've got the most important one, the Super 6 game. Points galore on the table between Man City and Arsenal.
That's
what does head and heart say?
That's where I keep going wrong, AJ. I can't catch it because I want Arsenal to win, but will they really? I don't know. It's Man City. It's at the Etihad. They're just about to sign Boney for 28 million. Who knows what's going to happen? Plus, we've got the cut back again for Group A and Group B. And if I remember rightly, Group B is a nightmare too. It's so tight in there, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's very competitive and very tight. At the end of the day, it makes all good reading considering Nick's on 6 points at the bottom, but then the cut-off point is held by Danny on 9 points. So the leader leads on 12 points. Doesn't mean anything. So it's really exciting. Everyone's gripped by this cup fever. Long may it last.
Absolutely.
It's going to be very exciting. And it just makes more intriguing reading for game week 22.
It does. Well, just before we launch into game week 22, we have been away. It's great to be back, as we said. I'm sitting here with the leader, and he's leading by one position over me, but he's leading by a great amount of points, 440. What's been your most favourite point of the game to date this season, mate? Because you're obviously enjoying it. You're up the top. I know you take it seriously, but what's the biggest thing you've really enjoyed on it?
I don't really know. I mean, to be honest, it's the scoring and keeping consistency, because as a lot of people will say, at the end of the day, when you're at the front, when you're leading from the front, there's everyone behind you, and you just got to really follow your head and not your heart sometimes. And pundits bear that in mind. Maybe you support Arsenal, for example, you want them to win all the time, which is fair enough, but sometimes you have to look at the reality and think, can they do it, can they not do it? So also look at these opportunities, Goalfest games, study the form, have a look at all these predictions we've been going through, so make the most of it. You've got all those tools available, go there. You've still got to be in it to win it, guys.
Well, you've been out in front for so long. We were going to do a new piece called Jarny's Corner and go to Atul Jarny and just ask for his advice, but there he's giving it right there. But it is still all to play for. Even if you feel, I think that you're a fair few points back. We've created this point system for this season that it really can have a dramatic
doesn't mean anything.
impact.
You look at Daniel scored a whopping 360
He
points.
just made 200 points on you, mate. That's it's really good going for him.
For example, your 440 points. If you got those 360 points, it will close the gap.
I must admit, mate, I did have a word with your wife not to let you back from Malta because hopefully with no internet access, and then I could gain some points on you. But seriously, I hope you're still enjoying it, guys. We're over halfway through, but there's much more to come. But keep getting them in, keep enjoying it, and hopefully we'll score big. So, good luck for game week 22.
Yeah.